There was a time when sharing every detail of one's dream felt like a natural thing to do. People often spoke about their goals openly, seeking validation and encouragement from those around them. But Jack Ma's journey teaches us a subtle yet powerful lesson: not every story is meant to be shared with everyone. Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba, faced countless rejections before his success. From applying for dozens of jobs and being turned down repeatedly, to being rejected by Harvard multiple times, his path was filled with moments that could easily have broken his spirit. But what made Jack Ma different was not just his resilience, it was his silence during the storm. Instead of constantly talking about his dreams and seeking sympathy, he kept working, learning, and observing. He understood that people don't always see what you see, and not everyone will support your vision. Some may discourage you, others may steal your ideas, and some will simply laugh. That is why he chose to let his results speak louder than his explanations. Many people make the mistake of announcing their every plan and struggle to the world. In doing so, they expose their vulnerability to critics, doubters, and even those who secretly hope they fail. Jack Ma's story reminds us that silence can be more powerful than speeches. When he faced rejection, he didn't waste time convincing others why his idea would work. He invested that energy in improving himself and his business model. His quiet determination turned into a global revolution that changed the face of e-commerce forever. Had he spent that time explaining his vision to everyone, he might have lost focus or been discouraged by people who lacked his foresight. Your journey is like a seed planted in the soil. In its early stages, it is fragile. If you dig it up every day to show it to others, it may never grow. But if you nurture it silently, protect it from harsh winds and curious hands, it will grow into a strong tree that bears fruit for the world to see. Jack Ma believed that the world pays attention when success is visible. Until then, silence is your strongest shield. Many people underestimate the power of quiet perseverance. It is in the unseen hours of struggle, failure, and small victories that greatness is built. The loudest noise often comes from those who have achieved the least. Those who truly build something meaningful don't need to prove it through words, their work speaks for itself. When Jack Ma started talking about his vision for Alibaba, very few believed in him. China in the 1990s was not the land of internet entrepreneurs. Most people saw the internet as a passing trend, something foreign, something unrealistic. But Jack Ma didn't argue. He simply continued his work with the small group that believed. He spent his nights planning, his days convincing the right people, and his energy building something that the world could not yet imagine. Years later, when Alibaba became one of the biggest companies in the world, those same people who doubted him had no choice but to listen. His success story became a global example, not because he spoke about it early, but because he showed it through action later. The lesson is clear: don't tell everyone your story. Not every ear deserves to hear your plans, and not every heart is happy to see your dreams grow. There are people who might misunderstand your intentions, mock your ambitions, or even try to use your ideas for their benefit. Protect your journey like a treasure. Speak less, work more. Jack Ma once said that opportunities lie where others don't believe. If you keep explaining your vision to those who are not meant to understand, you waste time proving instead of progressing. The greatest stories in history were written by people who let their actions speak first. When you walk silently toward your goals, your energy stays focused. You don't get distracted by others' opinions, and you don't rely on external validation. You build discipline. You become stronger mentally. You learn to trust your instincts. And when the time comes, your results make the noise you were saving. Jack Ma's rise from a rejected teacher to a billionaire entrepreneur was not sudden. It was a long journey of patience, silence, and resilience. Every failure was a lesson he learned quietly. Every rejection was a motivation to work harder. And every doubt from others was a reminder to keep his story protected until it was ready to be told. In today's world of social media and constant sharing, this lesson is more relevant than ever. People share their dreams, plans, and goals with everyone, hoping for support. But support doesn't always come. Sometimes criticism, envy, and doubt come instead. Protect your dreams like Jack Ma did. Nurture them in silence. Work hard when no one is watching. Let your success surprise those who didn't believe. Words can be twisted, plans can be stolen, but actions, once accomplished, cannot be denied. This is why Jack Ma inspired millions. He didn't just talk about success, he built it quietly.